Hello, I'm Jason O with my anime review for March Comes In Like a Lion. And so the Shaft anime based on a 2007 manga of the same name by Chika Umino, and the synopsis is described as this. The story follows a protagonist, Ray, who's a 17-year-old shogi professional who lives by himself, not having a real family, and scarcely any friends. And among his acquaintances is a family which consists of a young woman, Akari, and two young girls, Hinata and Momo, and who also keeps a numerous number of cats. And the series director, at least, is Kenjiro Okada, who's done work on Gatchaman Crowds and Mecha City Actors and Nisekoi Season 2, and also serving as a director as well as Akiyuki Shimbo, who's known for Monogatari series, Nisekoi, and Pola Magi Madoka Magica. Kenjiro Okada is the one who does most of the work on the series. Akiyuki Shimbo is sort of, I guess, the overseer, at least, of the series from my understanding of the background and the production of March Comes In Like a Lion. The art director is Seiki Tamura, who's done work on The Ancient Magus' Bride, Those Awaiting Star, The Melancholy Haruhi Suzumiya, and Yona of the Dawn. I highlight the art director because the animation and the background art, also shout out to the studio who did the background art, but just the art direction in general, the way the series portrays different scenes of depression, of a shogi match. It's really well done. It's so fantastic on a visual perspective there. Visual storytelling is always the best storytelling in anime, and they do a really good job at that there with this team of Shaft here. And that's really a big part there because the series itself, it is more of a slice of life adventure series, not really a huge adventure per se, but still really follows the life of Ray and his time with many different acquaintances, especially the Kawamoto sisters, and eventually his stepsister and Kyoko Koda, which those scenes are very intense, especially when they really deep dive into how Kyoko has really treated Ray, and especially the scene where the sisters meet Kyoko for the first time. Very great scenes there, and it's really well done. Really well written as well, especially for a character like Ray who deals with depression, loneliness. They really write those scenes well, and the scenes are portrayed really well with falling into a never-ending ocean, all those kind of things there. The shogi matches, they're really intense in terms of the art direction. It's really well done. I don't understand anything about shogi, but still the way they portray the scenes is so well done, especially by the end where you have this intense shogi match, a best of 3 series. It's really well done, and I can't say enough more how great this series is. I can't wait for season 2 coming out this fall anime season. And the series does follow shogi since Ray is a shogi player, a professional at his young age. That's a really big story point as well. The fact that he's going to high school and a shogi player as well. One of his closest friends in high school is his teacher, not really making friends with any other high school kids, not really going out to karaoke or just hanging out. He's just focusing on shogi since this is part of his livelihood. And it's also a reason why his stepfamily sort of broke apart as well. And so lots of story threads there from Ray's childhood. It's really played really well done, well paced as well. And mentioning all that there, it's not really a shogi anime per se, not like Shihafuga. I think that's what it is with that unique game they have there. That's really a big centerpiece of that anime. It's not really a shogi anime for March Comes In Like a Lion. It's really a character piece at Ray, looking at his relationships with everyone around him, and really his inner turmoil as well, dealing with many different things, losing a shogi match, dealing with depression, as I said before, dealing with many other relationships around his life. And it's really a good look piece into this character, and they really do it well. They handle it with much realism, I would say. It's definitely a lot of relatable scenes with Ray and his feelings whenever he's by himself in his apartment, and lots of other things as well. It's a really relatable anime, a really relatable character, and Ray, maybe too relatable the way they wrote the series and wrote the character of Ray. And so to give this series a rating, I'm going to give this one a A-. As I said before, cannot wait for season 2. They really left this series to go any direction they wanted to go. So it could go any way they want. Hopefully they don't go too far, I would say, not really too over the top, really just stick to the tone they stuck with for the first one, really good pacing as well. And so as long as they keep that up from season 1 and really just improve on the positives, as I said before, the art, the animation, the character pieces, the character writing, as well, the way they write the relationships between all the characters, especially the Kawamoto sisters, they're really well written as supporting characters, and they really play their parts really well. The scene with thinking Hina and Ray, really well done scene there by the second half of the series. I forget which episode specifically, I think it's around the 20s, I would say 20 or 21, a specific scene of Hina and Ray. Such a well done scene, had me in tears, such a well done scene there. So if they can continue to have those kind of scenes like that, I will really enjoy season 2. And so what do you guys think of March Comes In Like a Lion? Party thoughts in the comment section down below. Also make sure to rate this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thank you for watching my anime review for March Comes In Like a Lion. Have a nice day. Bye bye.